Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is James Reyes. I am the box office artist. Let's draw. I'm late. Let's draw. Good morning, guys. Good to see everybody in the chat here. Carl, Blade Runner, Brandon, Among Us, Random, Among Us again. Tag like Big Sauce, RCB. Good to see you this morning. Thank you for joining. Apologies. I woke up late. And I wanted to start. To be honest, I wanted to finish earlier today, but we're not going to. It's only 7:30 now. I just dropped the remote for my TV, but we will finish this Agents of S.M.A.S.H piece today, and that's what we're gonna do. You know what I'm noticing, guys? Yesterday, I colored 5 pieces yesterday because I did them traditionally. Now, when I say color, I probably will bring them into Photoshop and then like kind of spruce them up a little bit. They need some sprucing up for sure. But at the same time, it's like I did 5 pieces. I colored 5 pieces yesterday. So I think from now on, I am going to Copic color all my work from here on out. Every single piece I do will be Copic colors with the the caveat that maybe the once in a while I will go ahead and not computer color it, but we will see. But because we're doing a piece every day, it's the fastest way to get these things colored without breaking the bank, and and it looks okay. I'm okay with it. It looks all right, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we'll see. Hello, JJ. Good to see you. Blade Runner. This is nice. There you go. JJ works at Amazon for the win. Oh, awesome. Awesome, man. Congrats. Doing good. Thank you for being here. Love from England, Brandon. So I am in Toronto, Canada. So it is roughly 7:35 in the morning. I wanted to start at 4. My alarm, I didn't turn on my alarms, and then my phone died. Usually I at least have my phone. But I usually have three alarms, right? I have the Google Home, I have my phone, and then I have my traditional alarm, right? So I have the 3. But I think the traditional alarm helps the most because the traditional alarm you actually have to get up to turn off, right? The phone you could just hit the snooze or whatever. It's right beside me. My alarm in my the Google Home, you just say stop, whatever you say. So there you go. Hello, Lyle. Good to see you. Morning from WV. What's WV again? Help me out here. A little early. Just woke up, guys. A little early. Just woke up. Just adding some tape to the back of this, guys. Love from Chicago. Big Sauce is from Chicago. Good to see you this morning. It's nice at this time. A few more people that who aren't able to catch my streams in the morning. They're here this morning, so good on you. Welcome, guys. Welcome if you are new to the streams. I call this my virtual studio, wherein I always encourage you guys to get up and start drawing yourself. This is the time we should get up and grab yourself a piece of paper, and let's go, people. So this is what we've got so far. Okay, so of course we got A-Bomb here, Red Hulk, our regular Hulk, and Scar. So we got 2 more characters here. We're gonna draw Devil Dinosaur, and we're gonna draw She-Hulk. Okay, and then that would be it for this particular piece. We want to get this guy going here, so this was a lot of fun. Let me add the sidebar here. We're gonna add the sidebar. Whoop! That's the sidebar. Oh, the sidebar's a little off. Look at that. Because the thing is, I try to zoom in so you guys can see. But yeah, that's what we are doing there. Okay. So with that in mind, I'm gonna grab myself another piece of paper here because in order to draw this properly, I do want to keep this attached so I can see. So I'm gonna fold it, but I noticed this red. This is just this board here, guys. This is just a regular red Bristol board you get from the dollar store. So I just got that just to up the color a little bit. Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna grab this paper here. This paper's all ripped up. You see that? That's all ripped up. But I'm just gonna use this to. Oops. The last board of the deck. Ah. I'm just gonna use this to protect that side because I noticed that a little bit of the red comes off. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this here, guys. So just like that. Just like that. So let's get going, guys. What are you drawing? My question to you guys. What are you drawing today? Or are you drawing? Or are you just watching? That's all good, too. That's all good, too. What are your plans for the weekend? I want to know. I want to know. I want to know what you're doing this weekend. And, yeah. Let me know, my friends. Let me know. So I haven't put out a single regular video last week. I'm trying to find a way to get these regular edited videos. Also, guys, if you are a fan of my live streams, there's a very, very good chance I'll be moving these live streams to a different channel. There's a very, very good chance. So what I'd like you to do, excuse me, what I'd like you to do is subscribe to my second channel, okay? YouTube.com/James Rays. James Rays. I call it the studio channel. Because there's a good chance in March I will start to stream on that channel, and then all the edited videos will appear here. But we are going daily. That's the thing. We are going daily on this channel. So the what's it called? The videos won't stop. The content won't stop on this channel, of course. But we'll be going daily afterwards. So. James, haven't sent the photo of me with the print yet, but busy weekend, hoping to more. Whenever you can, my friend, whenever you can. Knuckle Sandwich, I am just over the moon and got to you safe. That's all. Over the moon. Got to you safe. So, so happy you got it, my friend. Brandon says, send my portfolio to a tattoo studio yesterday. Hopefully you get it. Hopefully you get it, my friend. We're all rooting for you. You got it. You know, one of my very good friends, his name's Marvin Mariano. I've known this guy for, like, since high school, so. You don't want to say 30 years, but 30 years. 30 years. Hello, Curly. Hello, Kevin. So I've known him for a long time, and he was part of the old studio days when we used to we used to have this studio. It was called Shock Studios when I was in high school. We all got together. We just came together to draw. At the same time, still didn't want to be a comic book artist. After school, I was still fully expecting to try to be a doctor at that point, but we all got together every weekend, or whenever we could. We go to the studio. We would all pitch in $50 and create a studio. We could just go there and draw. Yeah, Knuckle Samus, it looks so much better. For sure. Absolutely. That's what I noticed about the art. You don't really know how it looks until it's in front of your face, right? Like the original. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't seen one of Alex Ross's pieces of artwork up front, like the reproduction does nothing for it. I'm telling you, you got to see these pieces like up front, and you see what masterpieces these things are. The photocop, what's it called, the scanning does. The photo taking of it does not do it justice. You got to see the actual original to really appreciate what it looks like. You know what I mean? So, Brandon says you and Jazz inspired me to start drawing again. Awesome, my friend. I'm just pulling up some Devil Dinosaur piece. Okay, let's smash. Okay, so we got some Devil Dinosaur pieces here. So for sure, it's just gonna be like a head, right? And then She-Hulk. Could do something like this. She-Hulk's always an interesting one, guys, because it's like you draw her with huge muscles, right? Like David Finch used to draw her with like these bigger muscles. Well, when she's like in a berserker rage, she would do it with like bigger muscles. So the question is, but the problem is, you know, the more muscles you add, the more manly they look, right? So it's like, you know. We got She-Hulk and we have He-Hulk over there. Okay, just 1 second, guys. Good morning, allergies. Let me just grab some tissue here. Just 1 second. Just put the tissue over here on the side here. Tissue sponsored by Costco. There you go. Because again, we want this to work as a cover on its own. We want every single piece we do to work as a cover, guys. So, and again, I think this is the direction we're going to be going with these pieces, guys. Because the single pieces I've been doing, they've been a lot of fun. It was just a way to get my feet wet, doing these streams again. I just want to be consistent, and we've been going strong, guys. We've been going strong. This February 8th, we've been streaming every single day this year. And from here on out, we're doing new pieces every day. But it's one of those things where, okay, I had my fun with the new pieces, and they've been good. But 3 hours for one piece, 2 to 3 hours for one single piece, to me, that's not enough time to do something that I'm 100% on board and happy with. So part of me really wants to do the bigger, elaborate pieces that you guys know me for. So I'm thinking. Let's do these pieces where I'm going to do multiple pieces, but they all connect together, and I'll be much more happier with the outcome as opposed to like even this one here. If there was just single pieces, it's like it's all right, but together, I'm a lot happier together here. So let me just pull up some. Yeah. Because that's the challenge, with She-Hulk. Like, can you put muscles on her, make her look strong, but still. What's your outfit in Agents of S.M.A.S.H? Let's see here, Agents of S.M.A.S.H. So, good morning, Derek. Hello, Lay. Good morning. Hello, Echo. Put the muscles. Echo wants the muscles. I keep wanting to say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.M.A.S.H. I spelled She-Hulk wrong. Let's see here. Okay, so she's wearing a tank top like this. Part of me wants this leg to come out, mainly just to kind of bring her out more like this. It's a weird pose, though. Because, when somebody's running, you do the opposite, right? So it's like trying to figure out this pose. Okay, this arm I'm okay with. This arm here, this legs. It's just an awkward pose. Who runs like this? Hey, hey! Hi, B. Good to see you. Good morning, B. Just like B, just like everybody else, my number one fan, B, here is here. Um, what's it called? I woke up late, so my apologies for the late stream. My phone died. Oh, okay. My phone died. So let's see here. Maker and Frank Cho style. Had to mention him again. Rich is a big fan of Frank Cho, as am I. I absolutely love Frank Cho. Frank Cho is amazing. Well, we could do a. Something like that. Hey, Kenyatta. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good morning, my friend. Kenyatta, let me. Did you, Kenyatta? You didn't get your commission yet, right? It hasn't come yet. Let me double check. I'll check the tracking to make sure that you get it, my friend. Okay. By the way, guys, I was gonna do it yesterday. I have another commission to do. I want to get it out of the way because I have a cover I need to go. It's been a couple weeks, so we were supposed to do the cover like 2 weeks ago, but we haven't done it yet. So I'm hoping to get that done sooner than later, right? So, hello, Metagross. Comic artists are so underrated. Well, appreciate that, my friend. Looking more into the Rob Liefeld situation yesterday. You guys saw that? We were talking about a little bit yesterday how you know, he's done with Marvel, so to speak. You know, it's an interesting situation. It really is. Um, I don't know if anything new came out of that situation yet, but well, when I say underrated by artists, like it's like, you know, people don't realize how much artists influence what they see on the big screen. You know, they don't realize. You know, so what cover is it? Oh, really? You got it, Kenyatta! Yay! Kenyatta. You know what? I want to see that. I want to see it. Kenyatta Kenyatta got his commission. I want to see it. He posted it in the Discord. Okay, okay. I'll go see it. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm seeing some friend stuff here. That's pretty cool, by the way. I'm on a break. Okay, let me see here. In general, where did you post it, my friend? Where did you post it? If you don't mind me showing, if you don't mind me showing it, I'd love to show it. Hold on. Remember. Yes, 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 yes. Kenyatta, where did you post the picture? I don't see it here. Art of Other Kinds? No, no. Art of Other Kinds. It was a few days ago. Oh, my apologies, my friend. My apologies, my friend. A few days ago. Wouldn't be an announcement, would it? It's just a live. Sorry, guys. My apologies. I want to see. Oh, I couldn't post the picture though. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, no worries, no worries, my friend, no worries. I thought you posted a picture of it. Can you do me a favor though? Well, I'm not sure if you'd like to send me a picture. I can include in the edited video. It's up to you. If you don't have to if you don't want to. No worries at all. But if you wanted me, you know, if you have like a picture you wanted to show, because I haven't finished the edited video version of your video. The earliest birthday present because I spoiled it, but. The earliest birthday present, but again, huge happy birthday to your wife, and my apologies again for spoiling this surprise and making this present the earliest ever. There you go. Okay, guys, let's get back to this. I'm gonna draw this She-Hulk here. But for those who are asking about the cover I'm working on, it's for a book called Astrobots. And so most likely we won't work on it today because I do need to lay it out first before I go ahead and draw it for you guys, because I need the layout approved and then get their okay for me to stream it. But I do want to stream the whole thing. I do want to stream me putting it together. Which would be a lot of fun. Okay, I'm all right with that. You guys okay with that pose? All right. Let me just lay out the devil dinosaur, and then I think Kevin Feige's calling me. So just give me a second. T-Rex, right? He's more of a T-Rex, right? So I'm just gonna get me some T-Rex reference. Oh yeah. Getting me some T-Rex reference. Which company is it? I forgot the name of the company. I forgot. But a lot of my old Transformers friends, they've done work for this book. So because I know, guys, that I'm going to be coloring these things traditionally, it does change the way I ink these things. It does. And to be honest, it does make me think about doing everything with a pen and a nib. And let me tell you why. It's because of the quality of the black. Because the marker fades, and then the marker fades. So part of me is thinking, okay, what if I tried to do more of a pen and a nib? Now, first of all, I wouldn't have to worry about all these pens that I got. Now, the only thing with that, though, it can get very messy. So we talked about before that, I'm not too worried about smudging and stuff like that. That you have to worry about. You got to worry about. You got to be strategic how you ink. You got ink left to right. Because, it's wet. It's wet, right? So, but the only issue with that, though, now thinking about it too, it's like if I were to do big black areas like this would sometimes curl the paper too. So actually, now I'm thinking about it, maybe not. Maybe not. That's me changing my mind on the spot, guys. That's what that is. All right, guys, just bear with me. I'm going to call my friend Kevin Feige. Just give me a second here. All right. Good evening. Good evening, Cool Pratt. Where are you from, my friend? The equivalent before to a pen and a nib in terms of the actual ink, like the actual India ink that you would use, because the ink is a bit different than the marker. No, it's once they use the same ink. It's a little bit different. The quality is a bit different, and you can see it, right? But I used to use the repeatograph pens. Have you seen those? The repeatograph pens. So those are refillable, and that ink is much more. That ink is much more sustainable. It's much more darker in that sense. So, what's up, JD? Good to see you, my friend. Use Jack Kirby's Devil Dinosaur reference. Now I'm gonna use the even better one, the cartoon. So, okay, guys, just bear with me. My audio's gonna go off for a little, for a second or two. I'll be right back, my friends. Okay, hold on. but just enjoy the drawing. All right. Be right back, guys. Sorry, guys. That Kevin Feige was telling me about that Rob Liefeld situation. Classified. uh, yeah, I was on a call. Guys. Sorry about that. There you go. So. Oh, that Kevin Feige. Always asking me for advice. But won't invite me to the premiere for some reason. There you go. He Rob Liefeld me. No, Rob Liefeld got invited to the premiere. He was at the premiere. But, they said they deleted all the photos with him. Kevin Feige snubbed him when he was there. Like, Kevin, what's up with that? What do you do? It's like I hear myself. It's like I hear... Oh, boy. Okay. How did you get such a big pieces of paper? How did you get such pieces? So these are Strathmore Bristol boards. I get them. You can get them from Michaels. They're 11 by 17. I'll even show you guys the brand. For those of you who haven't seen these before, I'll show you the brand. These are Strathmore Bristol boards. This is equivalent to comic book paper. Okay, this is the closest you're gonna get, which is why they drew. They have like comic book stuff here. So 300 series, 11 by 17 pieces of paper, right? But again, If you guys are learning, you don't need this stuff, man. You could just use regular paper, you know. But this is just what I'm used to. It's the closest you're gonna get to actual uh, comic paper. Actually, I should show you actually. I should show you guys actual Marvel and DC paper, but it's okay. So it's under a pile over there. I'll do that next time. I'll show you guys what actual Marvel and DC paper looks like. I'll show you that. That's funny, Blade Runner. Who's your favorite Smash character? Hulk, my friend. When you worked in film, what was your favorite project you worked on? Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Let me think about that. What was the favorite project I worked on? Um, it's hard to say because it's hard to say because there's so much stress with every project that you work on. Every project has a lot of stress. So when you bring me back to my film days, I think of the stress. That's what I think about. I think about the stress. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about how cool the project is. It's more, oh man, I can't believe all the late nights I had to pull to get that off. You know what I mean? So it's hard to say what was my actual favorite work that I've done there. I can tell you my favorite company that I've worked for. It's a company called Pixamundo. So at Pixamundo, I worked on some Fallout stuff. Uh, I worked on the Fast and Furious stuff over there. There was a bunch of things I worked on at. Uh, but the reason I liked it the most was because of the people. I made some really great friends at Pixamundo. Uh, the management, they were really really nice people for sure, and that helps. That definitely helps. I guess can you just bear with me, guys? Just 1 second. My audio is going to go off again. Just bear with me. Okay. 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 Hi guys, I'm right. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right. Sorry about that. 1 second. But yeah, wonderful people. Wonderful people I work with, lifelong friends. Because I've worked for Ubisoft. I've worked for I think that's the most mainstream company I've worked for. I've worked for MGM, because I'm trying to think of the names that you would recognize, right? MGM probably you would recognize because we were like a visual effects house on the set. So there was a set there, and there was like a brick building in the back, and that's where they kept all of the visual effects artists. So that was my actual first job in visual effects. I was working on Stargate. And that was a lot of fun. Again, good people there too. But I think I made the most friends at Pixamundo. That was my last job that I was at. That I was at. I made the most money, and I made lifelong friends there. So that job was hard to leave. Okay, but that was the one I quit to to do to do this, right. And in my mind, I was like, oh, I can always go back. My friends are here. I can always come back. I had friends in high position, but nah. Turned out no. Turned out nope. They had other plans. So, but I'm actually happy that they didn't bring me back, because things would have turned out very very different than they did if I went back to visual effects. So yeah. Good morning, Titan. Good morning to my friend. How many scenes would you be given to work on in a given episode? It depends, because sometimes scenes are related, right? So, you would have one setting, and then you would have multiple things to do in that one setting. Let me give you an example. I worked on, I think this is still on Netflix. It's called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Green Legend. So it's like a sequel to the movie. Went straight to, I think for the most part, it went straight to Netflix. I believe they had a release in China for that one. But there were a lot of like backgrounds that we had to fill in type thing. So we did a lot of that. So I had multiple shots, but then all the backgrounds were very, very similar. So it's just a matter of like replacing them and stuff like that. So my job in film, guys, I was like, at first I was a 3D modeler. So the guy making the models. But even back then, I knew there would come a time where there would be just like a model button. You know what I mean? Where things would be so automated that I just press give me a model of a dog and it looks like this and it will pop up, right? So I knew that would happen eventually. Uh, but I never thought that would happen like in the, well, I won't say never thought, but I thought the advancement in Photoshop would come later. You know what I mean? Where you could just fill in what's missing, like the content aware and all that stuff. But even now with the AI working in Photoshop right now, it's pretty crazy, right? So I never thought that. Like my job in film, so after becoming a 3D modeler, I became a matte painter. That job right now is obsolete. That job's gone. Like you'll see, and when I say gone, it's like the way I did it back in the day. That the way I did it before, where it was pretty much all Photoshop, maybe some compositing software like Nuke. We would use a program called Nuke. The way I did it's obsolete now. You can't do it that way. So now when you say they're more environment artists, we'll call them that. So it's not Photoshop anymore. It's more 3D now. It's like you build these worlds in 3D so that you could have a virtual camera and fly it through. That's what they do more now than actual like matte painting. So matte painting, guys, it's like the old days. Have you ever seen those old Star Wars making of Star Wars type things where they would paint on these giant glass? They would have these big glass, and then someone would go and they would paint the background of the glass, and they would film that as your background. Of course, so instead of having this big set, they would have these painters come and paint. That's called matte painting. That was the original way we did it. We did it like I did it. I didn't do it. The sad part about that is that a lot of those old classic matte paintings, they're all gone. Because once they were done filming it, they actually erased it. They cleaned the glass off so they could make another painting on top. So a lot of those classic scenes, they're not there anymore, right? So that's unfortunate. I think people would pay a lot of money to see those originals. But so that evolved into like people just doing it on Photoshop, right? And that's what I did, right? So that we had a green screen. We had like for example, like a cityscape or something like that. We needed. I would go and I would paint a cityscape, but it's more like using photos, some painting techniques, some 3D. We'd kind of combine them together to make it look like it. Sometimes we could do things like put buildings on cards and then fly a camera through it, so it looks like there's a camera through, but there's nothing. That's what we would do, without getting overly complicated on how the process works. But that was my main job in visual effects. Now that job is gone. That job is gone. It's mostly 3D now. Everything is virtual. So if I did go back, because that's the thing, that was my backup plan. That was my backup plan to go back into film. If just say the YouTube dried out and stuff like that. My backup plan was to go back to school and upgrade myself in visual effects to go back into film. But now with all the AI stuff, I don't know what's relevant anymore. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see, guys. But that is the backup plan. We'll see what happens. How did I learn VFX? So I went back to school after working in comics for 6 years. I went back to school to learn computer animation. I took computer animation, and that's when I decided. The good thing about the computer animation course Let me tell you this. I had to choose. I had to choose. Back then, a bunch of my friends from Dreamwave, and I mentioned my Dreamwave stories before, I believe, right? Did we talk in depth about Dreamwave, guys? I think we did, right? I think I did. I did a whole thing on Dreamwave before, uh, but so I'm not going to go over it again. Well, I'll probably will go over it again one of these days. But at Dreamwave, a lot of my friends there, they went into video games. They all went to, a lot of them today still working on video games, and now are like big, producers in video games and stuff. So when I heard that all my friends went back to school to go into video games, I thought, okay, I'll do the same thing. So at first, I was going to go into video games. I was going to go into. I'm not sure if you guys know Jim Zub. Jim Zub, a prolific Marvel writer. Well, he's also leads the animation program at a school called Seneca College. He's done it forever, and he says even though he doesn't need to, he definitely doesn't need to. Like he's such a prolific writer these days, but he just loves teaching, so he still does that program. And I think I drew her wrong because I'm talking, and I was going to work in video games. That was the initial thought, and then I was talking to him, and he said, "Don't worry, man, you're in the program." So, and I got in, but then I thought to myself, I kind of don't want to work in video games because the main thing is I don't play video games. I don't play video games. I'm not passionate about it, right? So I'm like, there's two ways I could go about this, because video games is the type of job where you could go to a place and work there for a long time, work there for 10, 20 years. Where I wanted to work on film. Film is a little bit more, volatile. You're going job to job. You're going to contract. So, you would work at, for example, you would work 3 months in one place, 6 months in another place, that type of thing. Actually, I take back my favorite place to work. I take back. Now, I love Pixamundo because of the people, but the least amount of stress I had working, now thinking about it, was a place called, I think they're called Method Studios now. They weren't at the time. At the time, they were called CIS. They're called Method Studios. And what I loved about working for them was they overhired. So there was a lot less stress there. Let's just say it that way. There was no stress. It's very rare you go to a place and you don't have that much stress compared to others. Now, not saying that everybody had no stress. I personally didn't have a lot of stress working there. I was doing a job called rigging, which is a whole other thing. But with that in mind, guys, and I forgot what I was talking about. Yes. So I didn't want to work in video games. So I decided not to take my friend's program, Jim Zub's program, and work and try to go into film as well. And that's when I went to Sheridan College, and I took the computer animation course instead over there. And the thing about that course is you do everything. You do everything that has to do with making film or making your animated movies. And then you actually go and you actually make an animated movie yourself, a short. I made a 1 minute short, guys. You guys want to see it? You guys want to see my 1 minute short in college? Let me see if I can pull it up. Guys. I gotta try to pull it up, right? Let's see if I can pull it up. Let's see here. I'm gonna show you guys my short from college. All right? I think this was fun. This would be fun. Let's see if it will allow me to do this and keep. I should be able to still stream. Hold on. Let's see here. I'm gonna show you my short film from college. Okay? This is gonna be fun. A little box office art exclusive here. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Oh, I gotta show you two things here. Okay. I can show you two things here. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys two things here, okay? One second, guys. Let me just prep this. This will be fun. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. This is a little treat for you, okay? Actually, I'm going to pull you guys here so I can see your comments because this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun, okay? Little treat for you guys. I'm going to show you my college short film, all right? College short film, all right? This is going to be fun. Okay, let me turn this to the theater mode. Okay, so two things I'm going to show you here. Two things I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you one of my first, very, very quick, it's like 10 seconds animated short. Okay? And then I'm going to show you my short film. All right? So this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. You've never seen this before. So let me turn off the music here. Okay, turn up the volume. Okay. So this is going to be fun, all right? Guys, so here we go. If you guys are ready. Okay, so let me turn this theater mode. There. Okay, guys, so this is the first one. This is the first one here. So this is just like a quick modeling assignment that I did here. Okay, so here we go. Look at those graphics, man. Look at those graphics. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. So that was my very, very first modeling assignment that I did. This is a lot of fun. Okay. That took a while. That took a while to actually do, right? So, nope, no, it's more about Transformers. You thought it'd be around wrestling Blade Runner, but actually to do wrestling, that was actually more complicated than doing that, okay? This is years ago, guys. This is like 2006. It's almost 20 years ago. All right, and this is my short film, okay? This is my short film, okay? It's about, like, minute 30, but we'll go from here, okay? You guys ready? Here we go. Ready? This is called Upgrade. Okay, let's watch this.
Hello? Dwayne, it's James. I'm on the beach, and you've got to see the girls out here, dude. Hey, James, I can't really talk right now. I'm downloading this program into my new wheelchair. Dwayne, you have to see this girl.
Look at that animation, man. Look at that animation.
She has the most perfect set. Jay, the computer just crashed. Something is seriously wrong here. She's calling me over. Hold on. Jay. You want to do a little dance? Clubs down the street.
This short took 6 months to do. 6 months to put together, and we had to do everything on this. And of course, things aren't as advanced as they are today. But
Wait, she won't give me her number. That's okay. The cats are too big anyway.
so of course there are things that would make it a little bit easier.
I'll talk to you later, bro.
Okay. All right.
Hello? Dwayne, how you feeling? Great. The new body's fantastic. Cool. I'm just downloading a new program into it. Oh, crap.
Oh, that's my old phone number. Don't try to call those phone numbers, guys, because they don't they don't work anymore. Those aren't my numbers anymore. So there we go. That was it. Oops, that's my stand up. That wasn't The Rock, say no? So that was my short film, guys. That was my short film way back in the day. Then we'll close this. Way back in the day. But that got me a job. That did get me a job for MGM at the time. That got me my MGM job. So, but it wasn't just that. I think my comics experience also helped me get my MGM job. Right? So that was a lot of fun to do. But again, 6 months of work, I think, right? So and like it's like every night, every day we're working like 15, 16 hours a day to pull something off with the technology we had at that time. It was not easy, guys. Definitely not easy. So I actually wish I finished earlier because what's called at the time, EA had this short film competition, school short film competition, and if you finished on time, and they liked it, you would have been part of it. I really wanted to be a part of that, but I just didn't finish my work on time because there was so much to do. My friend got in that EA, and then he was able to go to Vancouver and be a part of that. Like his was really good though. His short film was really good. Now I was telling you the other day, I have a friend. She's from India. Her name's Truvia, a very good friend of mine. I was telling you guys when last time I went to India, she took care of me and brought me around. I was able to meet her now husband over there. So, but her short film that she did in our class, hers got into film festivals and stuff. Right, hers was so good, it got into like film festivals and stuff. It was quite the experience, but that got me my job. That got me my job starting in film. So from there I went to go work at MGM. I worked at MGM and I did I worked on Stargate at the time. Jason Momoa was on Stargate at the time. It led to my career. It led to my a good 10-year career in visual effects. So there you go. Would you have preferred working in film or video games, looking back, than video games? Because I did have a cup of coffee in video games. And like I mentioned before, I had two possibilities to work. I won't say job offers because technically the other one I wasn't actually offered the job yet, but I got the opportunity to, and I think I can keep mentioning this. I had the opportunity to work for City of Heroes and move to the U.S. Uh, but looking back now, it's definitely a what if. I think if I were to have moved to the states, that was my shot to move to the states. Now that that shot has come and gone, which is not a bad thing. I am happy with the way things turned out in life, right? But uh, do I regret working going into film? It would have been different for sure. It would have been different. But to be honest, it's not like I didn't apply to video game companies. But also like you said, if I ended up taking my friend's course as opposed to film, of course that would have dramatically changed the course of my life if I did that. Talk about a canon event that definitely would have changed everything if I did that. So I don't know to be honest, I don't know what would have happened if I ended up uh, taking the other course, my friend's course, as opposed to film. But it's been so long since I've done that job. I don't even know if I could do it today. I wouldn't know. Like again, talking about upgrade, I definitely would need to upgrade. I would need to upgrade everything. Like even my knowledge of the software. It's different software today. Like I think a lot of the principles are the same. A lot of the principles are the same, but even that I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of them. So okay. Given EA's reputation now, you probably dodged the bullet. Yeah, maybe, maybe, maybe. So yeah, that is you never know where life takes you guys. You just don't, and that's why I also tell you guys as artists, you don't know what form of art will work for you. You don't know because you're not there yet, or you're not working in it right now. You might think comics is the way to go for you. That's fantastic. Go for it, and give it a try. But also be okay if it's not. Don't feel like you just because you chose that particular job at the beginning then you got to stay there. Okay, because you know life, especially you guys. You're so young. A lot of you guys. That it's never too late to change what you want to do. It's never too late. So, so there you go. Is the software easy to use? No. No, straight up no. It's not. It's not easy to use. But again, that's me talking like 2026 James. I don't 2026, 2006 James. I don't know how it is today. Like today, like you guys can learn 3D today. I think Blender is the free software now. Like Blender is a free one now. I learned in Autodesk Maya, and I think that's professionally what people use in terms of the 3D software these days. But no, though I do think a lot of people use Blender now, so it would be easiest to learn Blender if any of you want to get into the visual effects side. Blender is probably what you want to learn. Back when I was working in visual effects, the program Nuke. That's the equivalent of After Effects, guys. If you think about Adobe After Effects, Nuke is the professional version of it. Okay, when I was working in film, uh, most of the compositors there they were using Nuke. I don't know today. Again, that could change. That could have changed. That was good 10 years ago when I last worked in film. To this year we are celebrating, guys. We are celebrating the 10th year anniversary of when I quit my job to do this full time. 10 years ago. So so yes, that is VFX in a nutshell. Part of me, I don't want to go too much on the rendering in terms of her arms and stuff. I will do that in the color phase. So, because it might one of the things I might just leave it, and then if I need to add more lines in the color phase, that's another good thing about doing this later, about coloring it traditionally. I can add more lines to the original when I'm done. Looks like she's got a bracelet on. Speaking of markers, I need a new marker, guys. Good morning, Chris. Good to see you, my friend. My friend uses Blender. He's just testing it out right now. Yeah, yeah, for sure. That is again, it's the free one, right? But again, a lot of productions actually use Blender. So, but I think you guys here, being artists, a lot of concept artists these days. Any of you guys want to be a concept artist? If any of you do, like programs like ZBrush or ZBrush, whatever country you're from, that plays a big part because it's like ZBrush or ZBrush. It's like a sculpting program, and it's tough. It's not easy. ZBrush is not easy to learn. It's not. But you see what these guys are doing in ZBrush. To be honest, if you want to work as a professional concept artist for Marvel, like just say you want to work with my buddy Andy Park for Marvel, you need ZBrush. You have to learn it. You got no choice. That's one of those essential programs that everybody needs to learn if you want to be a concept artist. I would assume even today, unless they came out with something even better now, right? So let's see here. Kevin says, how do you approach doing a city background and make it look good without having to put too much detail into it? Make your foreground look good, my friend. Again, guys, whenever you're drawing a city, um, it's just like drawing a person in terms of start with the basics. The best way to make your city look good is make sure your perspective is good. It's the best way. Best way, okay? Make if your perspective is sound, people will accept your city drawing, okay? If your perspective is not sound, doesn't matter how many windows you add to it or, bricks you add, if the perspective is off. They all use it at Echo. Everybody uses ZBrush. Everybody. 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 They use it as a base layer. They use it, everybody uses ZBrush. What they do there, it's all not just Photoshop, okay? Everybody uses ZBrush. Everybody. Now I didn't. Andy Park, I would consider him a friend. Andy Park. I never met Ryan Myndeering. I wish I did. When I went to go visit the studio, we all went for lunch together. Me and the concept artist. So I met a lot of them. A lot of good guys there. Well, we were telling old war stories. But Ryan was a little bit of an introvert. Like he didn't want to come out. But he's also busy, right? Like Ryan's one of the busiest guys ever. So as much as I would have loved to have met Ryan, I didn't get to meet him. But met lifelong friends there. My good buddy Anthony Francisco. If you want to follow my buddy Andy, like he's starting to do some more YouTube stuff right now. He's AF Art, I believe that's, or Arts AF, Art AF, or Art Anthony Francisco. So you can follow him on YouTube as well. I believe he's doing that. My buddy, especially you Filipinos out there, go follow my buddy Andy. He created Baby Groot and the Dormalage, proud Filipino as well. So go ahead and check him out if you haven't already. Okay, you can sculpt in Blender; it's just as good. I'm not surprised. Definitely not surprised that those programs added those features. But yeah, ZBrush is the way to go, guys. I would say if you want to be a concept artist, I would tell everybody the concept artist where you're just drawing. I don't think that cuts it anymore. I don't. But again, I'm not there, so I don't know. I don't know for sure. I'm not. I never got a job as a concept artist, so. But looking at my friends right now, as much as it would be, there are people who don't get hired that don't have that experience for sure. But if you really want to get into the concept art game, it's better to learn it. It's better to learn it, especially if you're just starting off. Good morning. Did I see the suggestions in the Discord? I did not, my friend. Yeah. Arno says, don't know if this question will make sense. What details do you render with black marker? What details do you leave for the color markers? That's something I'm working on right now. So, for example, like the shape of the muscles here. Again, guys, I could probably answer that question in a month more because I just made the decision now. Literally yesterday, I'm from now on just going to color everything with Copic markers as opposed to Photoshop, mainly because of speed. Because one thing I want to do here, guys, one thing I want to do in these streams is draw something new every day. And I didn't want to do the color streams. As though those color streams are fun because we added time challenges and stuff like that. We did that, but maybe that's my next evolution as an artist is to start doing the Copic colors. That's what I'm thinking to myself. So we'll see how it works. We'll give it a try, but at the same time, be open minded about it. But I know it's going to take time. It takes time to learn how to render in Copics. I'm not the best. I only started using Copics because of you guys. I only started using Copics because the people on YouTube were using Copics, to be honest. So I'm not, you know. Okay, we're gonna go to Devil Dinosaur here. What time is it, by the way, guys? 8:30. Guys, give me a second here. Let me go ahead and wake up my kids. Go wake them up, and we're gonna start rendering out Devil Dinosaur here, like that. Okay, so you guys just bear with me. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on, 1 second. Apologies. Next time I'll leave the music on. Let me turn the music on. Oh, I lost the battery, guys. I lost the battery. Anyone know if Ohuhu markers are any good? They're a bit cheap. I heard they're pretty good, actually. I might actually switch to them, to be honest. I might actually switch to them. Your ears. Oh, sorry, guys. My bad. You know what? I turned it up. Sorry guys. My apologies. I turned it up because of the film. I was showing you guys the film. My apologies, guys. Funny. Apologies, dudes. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to draw this little dinosaur here. All right. Jez has got a new marker line coming soon. That's awesome. Good for him, man. See, Jez is a really good businessman, too. He knows how to make the monies. There you go. Music is on point. There you go. There you go to see it. If I wasn't awake before, I am now. Oh, boy. So morning, guys, morning. So we are going to stream till about, it's 8:41 right now. We are going to stream till 9:30 my time. We are in Eastern time right now, so roughly around 50 minutes from now. That should be enough time to finish this. Something like that. What was the most enjoyable film you worked on, since we were talking about VFX? The most enjoyable, in terms of the actual movie itself, let me think of the actual movie. Again, I worked on Percy Jackson. I liked Percy Jackson. I thought it was all right. I worked on Watchmen. Now, if you go look at Watchmen, you won't see my name in the credits, unfortunately. Mainly because I only worked on the movie for I think it was like 3 months. And movie studios, they're only allowed, or visual effects companies, they're only allowed a certain amount of people they could put in the credits. The studio will say you only allow this many people. So they went by how long people worked on the project. And unfortunately for me, you know, I worked the least amount on it. You know, my first time working at that company, it was called the Moving Picture Company, MPC. My first time working there, I had the best supervisor there. That guy was awesome. I loved him so much. His name is Jason. And when I left, he had this cake for me on my last day. And part of me, that's another what if. What if I would have stayed? You know, I didn't wait out my contract at that time. Because they were going to work on a Bruce Willis movie afterwards, and then we were going to work on, you know, there were a lot of movies we were going to work on. one of Zack Snyder's go-to visual effects houses. We were at the time, but his name's Jason. I forgot his last name. I forgot. But my first job in movies, I was horrible, guys. It took me forever to do things. I always say, guys, if you don't know how to do something, don't try to learn on your own. Like, ask for help, because someone could teach you like in seconds. In seconds, how to fix things. You know what I mean? It's like, ugh. I always tell my students that too. If you were if you were a student in my class, because I used to teach visual effects before. I'm not definitely not qualified to do that anymore. But when I used to teach, I would tell the students, you actually learn more from each other than the teacher. Like, the teacher will tell you, will give you as much information as he can. That's great. But sometimes you learn even more by working beside your friends. So that's why I always tell my students, you're probably better off working in studio. Because what's faster than asking ChatGPT and Google, trying to Google things, well, maybe ChatGPT is faster now, but back then, you just turn to your friend, like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And they would tell you immediately how to do that, or show you immediately how to do that thing you're trying to do. And it's way faster than trying to Google it yourself or trying to look in books and whatever to fix the problem. But again, now with ChatGPT, now maybe that is a bit faster than asking your friend. But it's also another thing for your friend to show you how to do it too. That's another big thing, when they show you how to do certain things. So. YouTube. Tell you, man, the AI changed the game for everything, right? Everything, literally everything. It's changed the game for. So, is Ben Grimm an agent? What are you talking about, man? What you talking about, man? So my question to you, my friends who are here right now, what do you want to draw tomorrow? What do you want to do tomorrow? What do you want to talk about? What do you guys want to draw tomorrow, guys? We can do something brand new tomorrow. Again, guys, I want to do more elaborate pieces now, so I'm trying to think of other things we could do that would be fun, and like we could start that Legion of Doom piece tomorrow. We could try that. That'd be a lot of fun to do. We could do something Marvel-ish if you want to do tomorrow. Indiana Jones. Maybe not Indiana Jones. The New Gods. Maybe not. Maybe not. I would like to do something a little bit more mainstream. And again, it's open to everything, guys. We could do something retro. We could do something. But again, I just want it to be a more elaborate piece. Something that would take a few days to finish. So also something with multiple characters. I wouldn't mind something with multiple characters. What games did I work on, if any? Okay, I only worked on 2 games in my life. I worked on Splinter Cell Blacklist. I worked extensively on Splinter Cell Blacklist for Ubisoft. So I had a cup of coffee with Ubisoft, and then I worked on a trailer for Fallout. So have you seen that live action trailer for Fallout, the video game? Fallout 4, I think. Have you guys seen that trailer? The Labyrinth. Amazing digital circuits. I'm not even sure what that is. Static shock. Okay, that'd be interesting. Lay wants me to do that Harrison Ford combined thing. Let me show you. You want to show you guys? I am going to show you what the trail I worked on for Fallout. Okay, let me do that. Let me show you guys that. Okay, that'll be fun. I think this is the one. This is the one. Okay. Okay, I gotta turn the audio off. Okay, let me Okay, so guys, I'm gonna show you the Fallout trailer I worked on. Okay. And I'll actually show you the shots that I actually worked on. This will be fun. And let me get your comments out here so I can see. Let's see here. Fallout 4. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so this is the Fallout trailer. Okay, and I'll show you the actual shots that I worked on here. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the audio off just so I won't get copyright here. Maybe I will get copyright. Right. Okay, so I didn't work on these yet. I'll show you the exact shots I worked on here. Not that one. Not that one. Okay. I worked a little bit on this shot. A little bit. I think I did some things in this corner here. Like I added some houses and stuff like that. This one, I did some things like grunge up. This is very small things. Like somebody else worked on the shot, but I did the little things like grunged up this, added a few pieces down here, like stuff like that. So I've added that. Uh, like little things, little things. This one is all me. I painted this. This is my shot. I painted this shot. So I had the car, all of this. None of this is here, right? So I went in and added all this, like this is 3D. All of the stuff we added. These logs and stuff like that. Stuff like that. Stuff like that. That's what I added. Okay. I did little things on this, like added shine to this. Like these were 3D. Somebody else put these in here. You know. Okay. So it didn't work on these shots here. It didn't work on these. Okay, worked on the sky here, a little bit of the sky. A couple of us worked on the sky on this one. And then the final shot here. The final shot after this. We met flamboyant, so we added these signs in here. Again, the sky, a little bit of the background in here. That's what we added. That's what we added. Most of it's Photoshop. Most of it's Photoshop and stuff like that, right? So that's what we did. Just give you a little background of how it works. How it works, okay? So, alrighty. Okay, let's go back to this Devil Dinosaur here. But yeah, just to show you a little bit of what I worked on, you know. For those of you who've never seen or are familiar with visual effects and how it works, you know what I gotta be better at, guys? Getting rid of my markers that don't work anymore. But actually, the way our studio got that job was insane. I'll tell you guys about that another time because that would take more, uh, a little bit more talking to do. Chris has a boatload of markers that don't work. It's true. It's true. Uh, so with that, okay, how much time I got here, guys? 8:54. Let's see if I actually can get to the rendering. Okay, let's do the bigger things first. I do want to do this hand. Okay, let's turn the music back on, by the way, guys. Okay. Guard your ears! Okay, not too bad. Greatest American hero. Because it's got to be something that, you know, I'd be excited to draw. But the thing is, I've drawn everything already, right? Like, I've drawn... You know, I've drawn all the Guardians of the Galaxy before. Maybe I could do something where I draw, like, every member of the Fantastic Four. Maybe something like that. Copics are way too pricey to start out with, for sure. I heard the Ohuhu markers are pretty good. That's what I heard. So that might be a better alternative. Even myself, I might once these Copics die, which they are soon. They are soon. Even me, I might give my hand at the Ohuhu. Ohuhu! Hoo-hoo! The Ohuhu! It's Knight Rider. Galactus versus Anti-Monitor. Or, you know what I could do? We could go ahead and try to finish off the... You know what we could do, guys? We could... I'm going to try to finish off the Marvel Rivals piece. We could just take a couple days and just really finish off that piece, because there's still a bunch of characters I need to draw to get that done. So that could be something we could do. Friends, just Chandler. There you go. You could ask ADC for a marker recommendation, for sure. I think the Ohuhu markers might be a good place to start, to be honest. It might be. To get something a little bit more professional grade. Same time, not cheap. DC characters in Marvel Rivals style. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of people do that online. To be honest, they get a lot of views. Shout out to my friend Jackson Caspers, who's actually is blowing up because he's doing a lot of these Marvel Rivals characters in Marvel Rivals that we don't see. He's done like Ghost Rider and stuff like that. Did I finish my Darkon color? Yeah, I absolutely did, and Knuckle Sandwich has it right now. Did you hang it up, Knuckle Sandwich? Is Knuckle Sandwich still here? A Fortnite piece. I've done my fair share of Fortnite, my friend. I've done my fair share of Fortnite, Chris. So, yeah. But definitely keep the suggestions coming, guys. Definitely keep them coming. Like I wouldn't mind just for a couple days to do. You know, we talked about doing Power Rangers villains. That could be a lot of fun to do. I probably will stay away from things like He-Man and stuff like that, just because we've done a lot of it recently. I need to go to Michael's today to buy some materials. Labyrinth in a Marvel style. I think you deflated pancake. I appreciate that. Hanna-Barbera. Like again, we were supposed to what's it called? I do want to finish that Hanna. Like I still have those outstanding ones. I still need to do, guys. Those outstanding. Pieces I still need to complete. Because I do want to eventually add together all my Hanna-Barbera stuff. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Go. You could do a poll of unfinished projects. There you go. Jim Carrey's The Mask would be cool. Well, you know, we've done Jim Carrey already, right? You know, I'll be honest, guys. As much as I'm scared, I'm sorry. As much as I want to do this Foley marker thing, one thing I am scared about is coloring the celebrity ones because you know I don't trust myself in that sense. It's a lot easier for me to get likenesses um, digitally. It's more forgiving, like it always is. Digital's always more forgiving, but to get especially get the likenesses down, that's one thing that I'm kind of nervous about. You know. So, all the symbiotes we've done that, but the thing is, I did that already. I done a symbiote drawing last year, so yeah. There you go. Okay, when you do have it hung up, you're not gonna say much. Let me know, my friend. You should do a pool of unfinished projects for sure, my friend. Like part of me's thinking maybe the Marvel Rivals would just to get it done, you know. You guys can't see it all when I'm doing it, can you? Let's zoom out all the way. There you go. No, it's okay, Difflate Mary. No worries. Harry Potter or Fantastic Beasts? That's an interesting one, Kate. Marsky did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X-Men mashup. You know what would be fun to do? Like, but again, like, a lot of you guys did it, right? So it's hard sometimes when I see like a lot of you guys do something. Like, I don't want to do the same thing, you know. But some of you guys have done, like, for example, a Capcom X-Men one. I think that would be a lot of fun to do, you know, like stuff like that. Or we could stick with the theme DC versus Mortal Kombat type thing, you know. Though, let's be honest, like, I try to do Mortal Kombat sparingly because, you know, at the same, you know, again, guys, my channel's supposed to be family friendly. There you go, you know. Definitely your favorite artist, you know. It's very cool that you took my dream commission and made it. Oh, thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Slam dunk. James Bond. You know something, Thomas. Like, I was thinking about doing. You know how we do those ones from its name. James Bond would be definitely a contender for that. When I draw all the actors from their name. But the thing is, I think I'm waiting for. I think I'm waiting for them to recast James Bond. But it's looking like the Broccoli family. There's so much problems with the Broccoli family right now. For those who don't know, the Broccoli family own the rights to make the James Bond movies, so they got a huge say on how it's done, who's going to be James Bond. They got a huge say in it, and part of me wants to wait until they announce the newest actor. But that would be a fun one to do for sure. Yeah. Wolverine versus Predator. James Bond Jr. I remember that. James Bond Jr. I remember James Bond Jr. So let me chew on it a little bit, guys. If you have any suggestions, maybe that's one thing I'll put in the poll. I need to think about it, guys. I need to think about it. Like, I still, you know, not, because we're going to be doing that Astrobots cover. I probably don't want to do anything robot yet. Not saying we won't. Like, I eventually will. I know we're going to be doing a most detailed. Like, a lot of most detailed I want to do eventually. We're going to be doing the most detailed Beast Wars Optimus Primal. We're going to be doing possibly a Galvatron, you know, Soundwave. I want to do a Soundwave. Like, there's a lot of Transformers I want to do, but not right now. You know what I mean? Not right now. Just because I know I want to just only do like one robot drawing at a time. So, Action Man, Max Steel. Do a fan casting. The thing with fan casting, they don't have a big shelf life, as we say. You know what I mean? When I speak about shelf life, they're definitely not evergreen videos. Because eventually what happens, they do eventually get casted. And then we just kind of forget about it, you know? After a while. Dick Tracy. There you go. Gangster art. Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? You guys remember them? Do you guys remember Rockapella? You guys remember them? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Ooh up, pop, doo doo up, doo up. That's the only reason I watched that show, by the way, guys. I was just watching for Rockapella. Rockapella. Beetleborgs, Defenders of the Earth. That's right, Derek. Yeah. Like, I probably will do a Defenders of the Earth one of these days. Yeah, Beetleborgs is not Power Rangers for sure. King Arthur. That's a cartoon, right? King Arthur and the Knights of Justice. I'm not too familiar with that franchise, but I vaguely remember. I vaguely remember that one. Cosmic Armor Superman. You know, we could do Amalgam. That would be fun. Do my take on Amalgam. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I wouldn't mind doing that, actually. For those of you who don't know, Amalgam is when you take, you know, when DC and Marvel, they combine their characters. And it's old. This is a long time ago. They put them together into, you know, like we had Darklaw, we had, I forgot the Superman Captain America mashup, what that was called again. Fan requests. Well, I am planning on doing more. We haven't done this in a long time. I want to bring back the fast draw streams. But I do want to do that at a time that's a little bit more, you know, available for everybody. Maybe like something like on a Friday night. We could get together and do some fast draw streams. I think that would be a lot of fun, for sure. Yeah. Spider-Man Unlimited. That'd be a fun one. Doctor Strange, Fate, Inspector Gadget. We talked about that before, for sure. Would I completely redesign the Amalgam characters or stick to the original designs? I think I would stick to the original. Like, it would probably make a better video if I redesign them, but, you know. For the amount of time I want to finish them in, probably would be smarter just to do the original. That said, just draw it cooler, you know. The Marauders from Harry Potter. The Stormtrooper had the RoboCop chest, yes. My Stormtroopers have a RoboCop chest. That's what I do. My friend, Biker Mice from Mars. Let's see, Oliver and Company. Hello, Silverback. Good to see my friend. Count Duckula. Venomized Bane. Stranger Things piece. Season 5 is this year. We'll probably do a Stranger Things piece down the line. But to be honest, guys, I haven't watched Stranger Things at all. I don't think I've ever seen an episode. I've never seen an episode of Stranger Things, guys. If I do that, I'm going to binge it. I probably wouldn't go into it blind. I would definitely binge it if I decide to do something like that. Superman, but his hands are sharks. Jeffrey wants me to see me do the Legion of Doom. I think that's going to come sooner than later, man. We will probably definitely be doing the Legion of Doom. How much time we got, by the way, guys? Okay, 9:16. It's 9:16 right now, guys. We're coming down to it here. What's this line? I have no idea what this line is, guys. Was that her leg before? I'm trying to figure out what this line is. Or I think that was Devil Dinosaur. Maybe I was doing something. Oh, I see. Maybe that was part of his leg. There's no juice in this. You know, guys, I might actually bite the bullet and then buy that set of markers I was telling you guys about before. I might actually bite the bullet and buy that set just so I can finish off some of this. Let's see. Teletubbies. I've done that before. It looked really bad. Really, really bad. One thing I was thinking about, like, for the Nickelodeon side, I was thinking about doing Ren and Stimpy. Were you thinking about doing Ren and Stimpy before? Okay, give me this, guys. Give me this, okay? You know, we talked before about, if we look back at my videos that actually worked and kind of still work today, if there was a property where I would draw all the characters, all of them, okay? A la my, what's it called? A la my, Pokemon piece, right? What are other candidates for that? Sorry, guys. That made me think about that for a second. Toastman? Yeah, I was thinking about Ren and Stimpy and Toastman. That's what I was thinking about. But what other properties? I think SpongeBob is kind of prime for that. I think The Simpsons would be prime for something like that, right? The Simpsons. Or I could just stick to what I know. All Marvel characters. Family Guy. Yep, Family Guy. That would be one of those. Smurfs. But come on, let's be honest. How many Smurfs do people actually know? Right? Of course, there are you know, thousands of Smurfs. But how many do people actually know? Just a few, right? Hi Mario, good to see you, my friend. Adventure time. Yeah, we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow and actually going forward. That's what we're trying to figure out here, Mario. Uh, it's okay, my friend. You know, at the end of this, guys, what you mean, actually no. I was gonna show you guys the colors I've been working on, but you know what? No, I want you to wait for the video. Yes. Let's see here. Everything is good. Team Fortress, GoBots, and Transformer style. Oh boy, Gravity Falls. Yeah, I drew a Gravity Falls before. Skibbity Toilet. What the Sigma? All right, Michael. I've heard about that. I've heard about that, Lay. Michael Bay directing a Skibbity Toilet movie. I've heard of that. Have I done any of the Hordak villains for the He-Man series? Not really. No, I actually haven't done much He-Man. Just some of them. Mario, we're too old for that. Let's be, we're too old for the Skibbity Toilet stuff. I'll be honest, my friend. Okay, we're coming down to it, guys. You know, it's like one of those things where I am gonna add color to this. Like, part of me wants to add still like little nicks and scratches and stuff like that, which I could do. But it's like, you know, at this point, it's like we know what it looks like. You know. Jake Long, American Dragon. Oh, American Dragon! American Dragon! I remember that series. I used to love American Dragon. Love American Dragon. Nintendo characters, yeah. How about old school 80s wrestling? You know I would love that, Kevin. You know I would love that. I'm not sure if the general public would like that, but I would love that. You guys know that. You know you're getting old when your kids cringe at what you say. So whenever I say Skibbity Toilet, my daughter cringes like, stop it! Stop it! Okay, guys, we're coming down to it. I think we're going to call it here. You know, it's one of those things where, could I go more? Sure. But again, with She-Hulk, I told you guys, I think I want to fix her muscles in... I made Scar look really small, eh? I made Scar look tiny. He's tiny. I might, you know, things I might do in Photoshop, I might take entirety of Scar and blow him up a bit. I might. He's too small. Like, if, compared to She-Hulk's bigger than Scar. What's up with that? Okay, one thing that we can add, though, we'll start adding some of these rocks here. She-Hulk's bigger than Scar, man. Well, Scar's just a kid. That's why. He's a baby. He's a baby. Baby Scar. Oh. I'm a huge 80s wrestling fan. Me too, Kevin. Me too, for sure. You know, and again, guys, like I mentioned before, one of my biggest regrets, because also I think it would have led to other things. Like, I was asked by Rocky Johnson to do artwork for him, but I lost his card. I did. He was at a con I was at, and I gave him a drawing, and he's like, "Wow, you're good. You should be an artist." And he gave me his card. Like, we could have done some work together, but I lost his card. It's one thing I regret. And then The Rock shared the drawing I did of him. But it's one of those things, man. Like, man, I gotta be better at that, you know. So, Amalgam is great, but new blends. Maybe incorporate other publishers. Maybe. No, I probably wouldn't incorporate other publishers. If I'm gonna do Amalgam, I'm gonna do Amalgam. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do like all of Amalgam. So just adding some rocks now, guys. I seriously might digitally make him bigger. I might. I might. Like, it looks okay. It looks okay, but I might make him bigger. That would have been cool. Like, things you learn. And again, I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. You know? But that's one thing I did learn, and that's something I want to pass on to you. If an opportunity comes, guys, don't hesitate, okay? Don't wait. Go after it right away. Because you never know. Like, things can happen like they did for me. I lost the card. You know, it's like, in the words, you know, Filipino terms, sayang, as we say, you know? Let's see here. Pirates of the Dark Water. I haven't heard of that, my friend. Kevin wants me to draw the Mega Powers. Oh, yeah! Dig it! Everybody has their version of the Macho Man. Macho Man. What time is it, guys? Okay, guys. Oh, it's 50. Okay, guys, I have to call it. I gotta call it. I gotta get going. So, this is where we're at right now. Let's add a couple more here. And I'll probably add a little bit more off camera, guys, but this is where we are now with this entire piece. Now, I wish I could zoom out more, but my camera's mounted, but I can show you. Okay. So, overhead cam. Okay. So this is where we're at, as you see my little body here. Look how small Scar is. She-Hulk's even bigger than A-Bomb. So this is where we're at right now with this piece. That's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Turned out okay. Turned out okay with the exception of Tiny Scar here and Giant She-Hulk. She-Hulk's bigger than all of them. Bigger than all of them. Well, what can you do? All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining in on the fun today, for being with me throughout the entirety of this piece. This was a lot of fun to do. Join me tomorrow. Still not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. But whatever it is, it's going to be a lot more fun if you join with me on the stream. Make sure that you add in your artwork, whatever you worked on today. Throw it into the Discord. Okay, we'll take a look at it another time, and thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. I might be back later to stream. Again, I told you guys I have a commission I still need to do, and I'm hoping to get that done this weekend. I want to mail out that and Chris's commissions on first thing Monday, so we will see. But wherever you are in the world, please do take care of yourselves and your family. Give me a high five right here. Give me a high five right here. And my name is James. I am the box office artist. I'm here to keep drawing. I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.